Our project with the Belgian Red Cross Flanders revolves around first aid. Specifically, it revolves around first aid in sub-Saharan Africa. We are active there in various countries like Rwanda, Uganda, certain others, where we've noticed that basic health infrastructure is still lacking. So people often die of preventable causes, they suffer needlessly because the infrastructure is just not up to speed yet. And we found that the best way to enable local communities to help themselves is to invest in pre-hospital care, namely first aid trainings. We've developed an app which allows us to teach first aid to people in a blended learning format, so partly online, partly offline, which is more cost effective and more efficient in terms of learning outcomes as well. And that seems to be working stupendously well. We could still use some input on improving that, but what we would like very much to happen as a next step in our project is to create a sort of platform within the app that would allow us to stay in touch with the people that we've trained. So what we would like the developers at Hack in the Woods to provide us with is a sort of app-based platform or program that allows us to stay in touch with these first aid users, and that incentivizes those people to report on all the times they use first aid in reality. And that information we can then process by our scientists to improve our first aid guidelines, to improve our field manuals and methodologies, and also to influence policy as well. Because if we can prove that first aid is as effective as we think it is, then that's easy to get funding for and to get like a wide rollout across various countries in sub-Saharan Africa. So what we would like the developers to do is help us make reporting on first aid fun and then create impact on the field.